Yeah, I told you that shit was gonna goddamn change the league.
Yeah.
But
So
doing what?
putting that straggler rule in there. If the last 3 games ain't been played, we skipping your ass.
Skip.
Cause you got folks that sit here the day we advance. Oh, I can play you right before advance. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting on all that shit. Get your game out the way.
Right.
You ain't at work. You ain't in no date. You ain't doing shit for 47 hours that you can't play your game.
Right.
That's true.
Them niggas that be out of town here, if you out of town, you just gotta goddamn take the L, man.
Right. Oh, so we ain't gonna watch going in?
Yeah, I'm loading them now. We about to party now.
Don't you got your cell phone right there?
Man, you know I can't play you.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, it's Garrett. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Locke to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing now is Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. And a give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal.
over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up 4th down.
No, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let them get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Block working out of the gun. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. is that an interception? It's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, the Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Garrett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Broncos 10, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of...
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. Now Lock, he lost the football to 10. This is picked up by the Bills. 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Now Lock. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield. A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. That one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bills first down.
On first down, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down now, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field,
had to get it out quick, and the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Third down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Well, nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From midfield, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's something that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
24-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these. Allen, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. They're going to get there and pick it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Locke. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Broncos 24, Bills 7.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Block now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun snap to Locke. Going for him, but this is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Allen's pass.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Number 13.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Left side, Williams. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Garrett. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 31. Bills.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Bills Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
The ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
To throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Downs.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
At the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
The kick is...
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Allen. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dupree. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.